If you're moving from New York to London, the move can feel exciting right up until you start thinking about what actually has to happen. Packing, shipping, customs, timing, delivery, and figuring out what you really need to bring, it adds up fast. The good news is, this kind of move becomes much easier when you break it into clear steps. You do not need to figure out everything at once. For most households moving from New York to London, the first big decision is what's actually worth shipping overseas. Some items are obvious, things like furniture you love, personal belongings, artwork, books, and household goods you use every day. Other items may be better sold, donated, or replaced after arrival. The right answer depends on your timeline, the amount you are shipping, and how settled you want to feel when you arrive in the UK. The next step is choosing the shipping method. Sea freight is usually the practical choice for a full household move because it works well for larger shipments and gives you more room for furniture and everyday household items. Air freight can make sense for a smaller shipment or for the items you want sooner, but for a full relocation, sea freight is often the better fit. If you are heading to London for work, family, or a long-term relocation, customs planning matters just as much as shipping. Used household and personal effects can often be imported duty and tax-free when the move qualifies under transfer of residence relief. But the paperwork needs to be handled correctly. That usually means preparing documents like a packing list, passport copy, and the required customs application with supporting documents. Timing matters too, because the shipment should line up with your arrival window and your move to a normal home in the UK. This is where people often feel overwhelmed. They wonder, should I pack myself? How early should I ship? What if my lease starts later? And how do I avoid delays at destination? That is exactly why a door-to-door international moving plan helps. Instead of trying to coordinate each part on your own, you want a process that covers packing, loading, freight, customs coordination, and final delivery. For example, if you're leaving a New York apartment with a mix of furniture, boxes, and fragile pieces, professional packing can make a major difference. It protects the shipment, saves time, and helps create the kind of inventory and preparation that supports smoother international handling. And if you are not moving into your London home right away, storage can also be part of the plan. That gives you flexibility without forcing rushed decisions. The biggest takeaway is this: a New York to London move is not just about transportation. It is about timing, documentation, protection, and making sure your household arrives in a way that feels organized, not chaotic. When the process is set up clearly, you can focus less on the paperwork and logistics and more on starting your next chapter in London with confidence. If you're planning a move from New York to London, SDC International Shipping can help you map out the shipment, the packing strategy, and the delivery plan from door to door. Call SDC International Shipping or visit our website to start planning your move and get professional help with the international moving process.